2, 1. Welcome to Mapagkandili TV. Please subscribe.
Hello mga kaguro! Narito ang bagong labas na Deped Order number 031 Series 2020 ng ating departamento, our Department of Education. The interim guidelines for assessment and grading in light of the basic education learning continuity plan. So nakasaad dito ang bagong grading system na ipapatupad natin ngayong pandemya sa school year 2020 at 2021. So in its commitment to ensure teaching and learning continuity by looking after the health, safety, and well-being of its learners, teachers, and personnel, the Department of Education issued Deped Order number 12 Series 2020 titled Adoption of the Basic Education Learning Continuity Plan BLCP for school year 2020-2021 in light of the COVID-19 pandemic. To supplement the said Deped Order, the Deped issues the interim policy guidelines for assessment and grading in light of the Basic Education Learning Continuity Plan, Enclosure number 1, to provide guidance on the assessment of student learning and on the grade scheme to be adopted this school year. As Deped pursues learning continuity, it is imperative for school to take stock of assessment and grading practices that will most meaningfully support learner development and respond to varied contexts at this time. So pupunta na po tayo ngayon sa pinaka-importanting bahagi ng Deped Order na ito. So our rationale, the continuing threat of COVID-19 in the country and the world brings about unprecedented challenges to basic education. As school prefers school year 2020-2021, teachers and parents must adapt to alternative learning modalities to ensure that learners achieve essential curricular goals. This will require creative and innovative ways of designing optimal learning experiences and assessing learning progress effectively under adverse circumstances. As stated in Deped Order number 8 Series 2015, the policy guidelines in classroom assessment for the K-12 basic education program, assessment should be used to inform and improve classroom practices and promote learning outcomes. However, in distance or blended learning environment, it is necessary to utilize alternative tools and strategies for assessing and supporting learning, while avoiding creating undue pressure on the teachers, learners, and their families. The scope. This Deped Order provides for the interim policy guidelines for assessment and grading in the light of the basic education learning continuity plan that will be implemented by public elementary and secondary school nationwide in the school year 2020-2021. Private schools, technical vocational institutions, and higher education institutions, including state and local universities and colleges, offering the K-12 basic education program, are encouraged to implement this interim policy guidelines as well. So, ang ibig sabihin, lahat po tayo ay kailangang gamitin ang panukalang ito. Private schools and institutions are permitted to modify these policy guidelines according to their philosophy, vision, and mission with the approval of the respective Deped regional office. So our definition of terms. Classroom assessment. Classroom assessment is an ongoing process of identifying, gathering, organizing, and interpreting quantitative and qualitative information about what learners know and can do. B. Formative assessment. It is a process that involves teachers using evidence about what learners know and can do to inform and improve their teaching processes. Through the teacher's immediate feedback, enables students to take responsibility for their own learning and identify areas where they do well and where they need to help. Next is summative assessment. It's an assessment that is usually administered toward the end of a learning period to measure the extent to which the learner have mastered the essential learning competencies, the result of which are recorded and are used to report the learner's achievement. C. Grading. It is the way of reporting assessment data by assigning value to the result as a record of students' ability, achievement, or progress. Next, let us move on in the other conducting assessment. Okay, so in grading system and promotion, the challenges brought to light by the coronavirus pandemic, especially the implementation of different distance learning delivery modalities, have sparked a larger conversation about the role grades play in students' learning. So, matagal-tagal na nating tinatanong kung paano nga ba ang grading system ngayong panahon ng pandemya, kung saan ginagamit natin ang iba't ibang modalities gaya ng modular distance learning, online distance learning at iba pa. So ngayon, nagkaroon ng malaking pagbabago ang ating grading system. So, tingnan natin yung table natin. So, kung dati-rati, ilang components meron tayo sa pagbibigay ng grado sa mga bata o mag-aaral, ngayon ay naiba na. Only 2 assessment components ang napabilang sa ating assessment. So, the table 1, weight distribution of the summative assessment components for learning area for grade 1 to grade 10. So we have 2. The first one is written works and the last one is the performance task. Ano yung kulang? Okay, dati-rati, ang nakikita natin, meron pa tayong periodical exam. Ngayon ay wala na. So, hinati po sa dalawa kung saan ang written works at performance task lang ang bibigyan natin ng diin sa pagbibigay ng grado. Okay. So, ang mga asignaturang gaya ng Filipino or English ay nakapaloob sa languages. So, meron lamang itong 40% sa written works at mas mataas ng percent ng performance task kung saan ito ay 60%. Gaya ng asignaturang araling panlipunan at edukasyon sa pagpapakatao. Kung pag-uusapan naman ang asignatura na science at mathematics, written works meron itong 50% at ang performance task ay 50% rin. Samantala, sa MAPE, EPP at TLE, 30% sa written works at mataas ang bahagdan ng performance task nila kung saan ito ay mayroong 70%. So, kung makikita natin yung table 2 naman is the weight distribution of the summative assessment components for senior high school. So, kung kanina, from grade 1 to 10, ngayon dadako tayo sa senior high school. So, sa mga core subject natin, gaya ng komunikasyon at pananaliksik sa kulturang Filipino, oral communication in English, at iba pa, ang written works ay mayroong 40% at ang performance task naman nila ay 60%. Okay, para naman sa academic track, 40% sa written works, performance task is 60% din. For the work immersion, research, business enterprise simulation, exhibit, and performance, so ang written works ay may 50% and 50% also for the performance task. However, the technical, vocational, and livelihood, sports, arts and design tracks, we have 30% for written works and 70% for performance tasks. Kung makikita natin, malaki ang bahagdan ng performance task sa mga ganitong subject sa senior high school kung saan skills ang pinag-uusapan. Okay, so dumako naman tayo sa Table 3, Sample Computation of Written Works and Performance Tasks in Language, Araling Panlipunan, ESP for Grade 1 to Grade 10, and Senior High School subject. Okay, so kung makikita nyo sa ating table, nakalagay dyan yung written words which is 40% and the performance task is 60%. So, example, so we have learner A. So, highest possible score 20. Sa written work 2 is 25. Number 3 is 20. 4 is 20. The total is 85. Okay, our learners or learner A got 18, 22, 20, 17, and the total is 77. So, the weighted average is 36.4. And, for example, the performance task, 12 out of 15. The second one, 13 out of 15. 19 out of 25. 15 out of 20. And the total score of the performance task is 56. And the weighted average is 45%. So, what we're going to do, i-add po natin yung weighted average written works and also the performance task. Magiging 81.4 the initial grades. And then, out of 100, yung kanyang final grade is 88. So, that's the example. So, ganun din po sa Math and Science and also the MAFE, EPPTLE. Ang pinagkaiba lang po dito, the percentage of the two assessment components. Lalong-lalo na kapag ang subject po ay skills. Okay po? So, yan po ang ating bagong grading system ngayon kung saan wala pong periodic exam ang ating mga mag-aaral sa iba't ibang modalities sa paniroang taon 2020-2021. Maraming salamat sa pakikinig.